ABC 10 News at 7 starts now.
For the first time, the Brazil variant of COVID-19 has been detected in San Diego County. Good evening. I'm Kimberly Hunt.
And I'm Steve Atkinson. Our ABC 10 News reporter Laura Acevedo is live with new details on the two people who tested positive. Laura.
Well, county officials say one of the cases was a San Diego woman who is in her late 40s. They say she was not vaccinated and had not traveled. They think she was exposed to someone in the community. County officials announced that her sample was collected about 3 weeks ago and went through genome sequencing, which is how these variants are detected. The second case of the variant is also a person who hadn't been vaccinated, but that person is not a San Diego County resident. Now, this is the second COVID-19 variant found in the county in late December. Officials confirmed they discovered the UK variant. Now, it is believed these variants are more easily spread, but not believed to cause more severe illness or increase the risk of death. Now, when first discovered, there was concern that these variants could become the dominant strains compared to the original virus.
We just need to be very vigilant about all the things we're already doing, just as we mentioned after we first detected the B117 variant, or so-called UK variant.
Now, there is research still being done to find out if these vaccines are less effective against these variants. But right now, county officials saying that everyone who is eligible to get a vaccine should still do so. Reporting live, Laura Acevedo, ABC 10 News.
Thank you. And the county reported 257 new cases today, while our case positivity rate held at 2%.
Thank you.
Another 11 San Diegans have lost their lives to COVID-19, bringing our total to just over 3,500. A San Diego school district is being held up as an example for the rest of the country on how to effectively get children back into the classroom. Today, members of the Cajon Valley Unified School District took part in a summit featuring First Lady Jill Biden. The district started childcare for essential workers in April, held in-person summer classes in June, started a hybrid schedule in August, and will return to 5 days a week in-person classes next month. The assistant superintendent says constant communication with parents and teachers has been key.
We had so many town halls and feedback sessions with families. I counted last night, we're well over 100 sessions where we listened.
The Department of Education hosted today's virtual event.
The Petco Park vaccination site closed over the weekend after giving tens of thousands of people their shots. Our ABC 10 News reporter Mimi Alcala shows how the site meant so much more to a local doctor in a way that is positively San Diego.
It was just amazing to watch this symphony of care occur each day.
January 11th, 2021 was a big day for UCSD's Dr. Marlene Millen. After anxiously waiting to help people get back to their normal lives, she was finally able to do so at the Petco Park Vaccination Superstation.
I started vaccinating right at the beginning there and been coming out and helping out, vaccinating and serving as the physician of the day.
As a primary care physician for 15 years, she's used to seeing many patients, but says seeing thousands of San Diegans come through the site each day eager to get a COVID-19 vaccine was unlike anything she'd ever experienced before.
Just tremendously different, because for us, it's like, the beginning of being able to actually do something, not just, treat the disease, but prevent it.
Millen says the team of doctors, nurses, and so many volunteers became a family, all with one goal in mind, to get as many people protected as possible.
And being able to go out and just do our part to help is just, very touching and meaningful, I think, to all of us. Anytime we gave people a vaccine, even if they had waited, hours sometimes, unfortunately, due to traffic or situations beyond our control, they would just be so grateful. There's a lot of cheering and clapping. I've had people burst into tears.
And notes like this one. I don't know you, but I want to thank you for vaccinating my grandma this morning. Because of people like you, I have so much hope that the world will be normal again soon. The Petco site officially shut down over the weekend, but the time spent there will have a lasting impact on Millen's life.
Going forward, it just shows me that when something happens, we can all come together as a community and really make a difference.
Mimi Alcala, ABC 10 News.
Dr. Millen is now helping to oversee the vaccination site on the UCSD campus. And if you have a story that is positively San Diego, we'd like to hear from you. Send us an email to tips@10news.com. And you can also join our ABC 10 News Positively Facebook group, where you can share your stories with other San Diegans.
Some good news is coming to your SDG&E bills. Thanks to the California Climate Credit Program, natural gas customers will see their bill reduced by nearly $18 in April. And this summer, SDG&E power customers will get credits in August and September, totaling $69. The California Climate Credit Program requires providers that emit greenhouse gases to buy carbon pollution permits. And the bill credits are then the public shares of those payments.
The father who got into that elephant enclosure at the San Diego Zoo is out on bail tonight. Jose Navarrete told police that he slipped past two barriers to take a selfie with his 2-year-old daughter Friday. The elephant, as you can see, charged at him as he struggled to get to safety, dropping the girl in the process. No one was hurt, but Navarrete faces child endangerment charges. He posted his $100,000 bail and is free until his arraignment.
San Diego Unified Superintendent Cindy Marten was on Capitol Hill virtually today, taking questions from senators. President Biden nominated Marten to be Deputy Secretary of Education. ABC 10 News reporter Adam Rakusin shows how members of the community protested her nomination today.
Outside of the San Diego Unified School District headquarters, community members protesting Superintendent Cindy Marten's nomination as the United States Deputy Secretary of Education.
I am a mother, I am a community member, I am an educator, and I am mad as hell that they allowed Cindy Marten to go up through the ranks.
The protest happening as Marten faced lawmakers in Washington. The superintendent of San Diego Unified explaining why she should be confirmed.
I will work to use my experiences in San Diego to help support efforts across the country to reopen schools safely and bring children back to the classrooms.
Senators grilled Marten on topics ranging from school choice to learning loss, achievement gaps, how federal funds should be spent, and when kids will be back in the classroom. While Marten was met with some praise.
Despite any reservations, I believe your passion for education and for kids to learn in the classroom will enable you to succeed.
She was also questioned on her record and how San Diego Unified's handled in-person instruction during the pandemic.
I am concerned that San Diego, under your leadership, has closed its schools for in-person instruction this year with very limited exceptions.
San Diego Unified Board President Richard Barrera says Marten's track record is why it's important for her to work at a national level.
To have Cindy in the leadership role that she's being nominated for means we can have clear and honest conversations about what local school districts need and expect that the federal government will respond with real and relevant support.
Adam Rakusin, ABC 10 News.
No word yet when a vote on Marten's confirmation will take place, but it could come in the next few weeks.
Governor Gavin Newsom has chosen a strong advocate for criminal justice reform to be the state's next attorney general. Assemblyman Rob Bonta from Alameda has authored legislation to end cash bail, phase out private prisons, and automatically expunge old marijuana convictions. If confirmed, as expected, he'd become the state's first Filipino attorney general. He would replace Javier Becerra, who is now the U.S. Health and Human Services Secretary.
A push to get rid of the train tracks entirely in Del Mar. The cliffs beneath the tracks are eroding, so Sandag has been working on plans to build a tunnel or reroute the train, both of which would cost millions of dollars. But Del Mar Councilman Dan Quirk says that train ridership is down, especially on the coaster, and it may be time to scrap it entirely.
I think you can make the case today that you could terminate the train and no one would really notice.
An average of 5,100 people a day ride the coaster during the week. Compare that to UC San Diego's Blue Line trolley, which has nearly 60,000 riders.